What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Okay. We are going live. Okay. We are live for Survivor Chats. Okay. What's popping, y'all? How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Wanted to get up here for Survivor Chats and see how y'all doing tonight. And to talk a little bit about self-care and self-love. You know, y'all know I talk about this and I post all the time about self-care and self-love. So I wanted to just get up here, and tonight my topic is going to be about self-care and truly loving yourself and just finding new ways to pour back into yourself, and how, thank you, boo, and how I got to this place of just really loving on myself and just teaching my kids and the people that's around me how important self-care is and how important it is to pour back into yourself, and how I got to this place. As you guys know, anybody has followed me, you guys know that I have been out of a divorce for like 3 years now, and during that journey, I just really poured back into myself. I had to learn to love Ruth again. I had to learn to, learn new spaces and really understand myself. And how I was able to do that was to spend that quality time with me. God shut me down from everybody. He shut me down from, per se, friendships. He shut me down from just everything. And he was like, you're gonna pay attention to me. And you're gonna hear me. And you're gonna listen to me. And I'm gonna make sure that you're okay. And that's truly how I started to walk of self-care and love, and really finding myself. Journaling has been my best friend, and I talk about it in my book. So you gotta promote my book. I Survive You Can Too on all platforms. Okay, go get that www.aruthproctor.com. I can't talk tonight, y'all. Your girl tired. www.aruthproctor.com, and it's on Amazon. I Survive, You Can Too. I talk about how I started this self-care journey, how I utilize journaling to really find a happy place, and also with dealing with my mother with schizophrenia and bipolar. That's a daily walk. Finding a space and time to do what I need to do for her at times, and also still make sure I turn it off and I'm able to focus on my businesses. I'm able to focus on my children. I'm able to focus on, pouring into my circle, my siblings, and, the people that really pour into me, being able to do that and reciprocate that back to them. So you can't pour from an empty cup. Okay? I'm going to say it again. You can't pour from an empty cup. Okay? Invite someone, tell someone. Y'all, it's Survivor Chats on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. I'm here every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Some Wednesdays, y'all know I be slacking. I be a little tired. But, I'm trying to do better. Trying to get my life together. Be up here every Wednesday like I'm supposed to be. I got to get my girls back here for some Women Supported Women Wednesdays. I have, for the last couple weeks, I have just been juggling all kinds of stuff. And I know maybe a month or two ago, I got up here and I talked about my mom battling schizophrenia and bipolar. And I had to go admit her on Saturday to get some more treatment. She has been not in her best, seeing her best days lately. So, that I've had my moments in that prior, but God is good. So just, continue to pray and make sure she's okay, and trying to find out when she will be released. Something else to add to my plate, but we take it in stride and we keep pushing. So, those of you guys out there that's joining me, hey guys. Tonight I am talking about self-care and learning to find ways to love yourself, to pour back into yourself, to really just find a place of a love, man. It's so important to love yourself and to spend that time with yourself. I take myself on dates. I make sure that I travel. Y'all, those of you that just starting to follow me, I travel solo sometimes. And that is definitely gratifying. I cannot wait for another trip, and I find time to just be able to do what I want to do. If I want to go eat here, I go eat there. If I want to You know, if I want to go see a show, I go see a show. Like whatever I want to do, I'm able to do it. When you travel solo, you still gotta be safe, but you find so much gratification when it comes to just everything. I'm seeing this oil on my body, y'all. Just got out of the shower. I'm like, what the oil at? Okay. So just, just finding the time to just, do that is important, and it took me a while. It took me years to be able to travel by myself and to really find the courage to travel solo. And my first trip was Panama. It was an amazing country, beautiful. And I love being by the water. So anytime I can get by the water, any country that I go to, I typically try to find a beach, or try to make sure where I'm going has a beach. It's not always like that, but sometimes. And so that is very, very fun for me. And that is another way I show self-care to myself. But I want to hear it from you guys. Like, what do you guys do to practice self-care? What do you guys do to pour back into yourself? And, how does it feel? Is it foreign to you? Does it feel natural for you to, pour back into yourself, for you to show yourself love and not just getting your nails done, not just getting your feet done? I'm talking about truly pouring into yourself, where you're taking a yoga class, whether that's walking, by the water, or walking in general, whether that's managing how you eat, what you put into your temple. There's just so many different ways to practice self-care. This week, I am practicing self-care also by managing my food intake, minimizing bread and sweets. And when I feel like I want to grab some M&Ms, they're my favorite, okay? I try to grab some grapes, like just simple things, small changes. But for me, I eat pretty good, probably 60% of the time. But that 40% just be slacking sometimes. So especially on the weekends, I want to go out. I want to go get some good food. I don't do a whole lot, but eating is like definitely a love language of mine. I love to eat, and I love to see, try new foods, different cultures. I love food. So I had to get my life together and get myself together on this food journey. Because when I pick the kids up from school, they always want to get some ice cream. They want to get, a smoothie. They want to get some cookies. They want to get dough. They want to get all this stuff, y'all. And your sister been indulging a little bit, okay? I've been indulging a little bit in the sweets, a little too much lately. So I had to reel it back. That's part of my self-care, is to check myself, pay attention to myself, listen to myself, and look at myself and look and see what am I doing to myself. So, I'm not getting younger, I'm getting older. Sis hit 40, some months back. So gotta definitely be on point with, what I put into my body. So eating is another way I show self-care. Like I said, this week and next week, I am minimizing my bread intake and minimizing, sweets. And I've been juicing. I juiced on Sunday, so I've been juicing this week and doing that. And also just finding, different things to eat that's healthy versus, that other 40% that I told y'all. 40% I eat bad. That 40% I want to grab some chips. I cook dinner during the week. Typically Monday through Thursday, I cook dinner at home. And then Friday, it's like, let's go eat. I want to get some food. I want to relax. So even on the weekends, I have to be mindful of what I pour into myself, because that is another form of self-care. What's poppin', y'all? Those of you that's joining me tonight, y'all know it's Survivor Chats with your girl on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. And tonight I'm talking about self-care and the things that I do to pour back into myself, the things that I do to show myself love. And right now, I'm showing myself love by minimizing my food intake. I have been juicing lately, and just, I would say most days when I'm at the office, I have an office an hour and a half away from me. So I have to drive to the office. So, it's easy to be able to grab, a sandwich and some fries. But I have been very, very adamant this year about meal prepping or grabbing a salad on my way to work. And I would say like 2 weeks ago, I did the jars. Y'all have any of y'all done the salad jars? Okay, the salad jar is like the best, because you can put all your ingredients in the jar, and then put your dressing on the side. And then when you get to where you're going, you can just pour it into a bowl or a plate, and then put your dress in, and then you're good to go. Like it's just perfect. So I did that a couple weeks ago, but I'm one of those people, I get bored quickly with things. I can't eat the same thing every day. I don't want to eat leftovers like that unless it's like my favorite, something like really good. So I try to be mindful of that and be intentional about how I show up and how I handle what I eat. So I do prep. I actually do meal prep for the kids. I make sure that their lunch boxes is packed every day for school. And I also make sure that I pack my lunch as well. So I make me a salad. I had turkey barbecue today and just a couple crackers, just minimizing it since I ain't have any tuna. So just finding new ways to show yourself love. And showing yourself love could just be taking a walk. Showing yourself love could be saying, today, I'm going to take a bath, I'm going to soak, I'm going to chill, I'm going to relax. Whatever self-care looks like for you, I encourage you to practice it. I encourage you to love on yourself and to pour back into yourself and to find ways that make you smile, find ways that you can pour it back into you. You don't need anybody else to make you smile. You don't need anybody else to show you ways to love yourself. You know what makes you tick. You know what makes you smile. You know what makes you happy. A couple months ago, I talked about buying flowers. I try to buy flowers every week for myself. That's something that makes me smile. I used to ask my ex, all the time to get me flowers, and he typically only got them when he was in some shit. So, that didn't make me happy. So, I would say towards the end of my marriage is when I really started saying, you know what? I'm gonna buy my damn self some flowers, okay? And that's what I did. I went and made sure that I bought myself flowers, and that was important to me. And so I continued that cycle for myself. 3 or 4 years later, here we are. I'm still buying myself flowers and finding ways to make myself smile, finding just the simple things, like riding down the street and seeing the sunrise. Like whatever it is that makes you smile, I encourage you to do that today. I encourage you to love on yourself today. Love on the people around you. Love on the people that pour back into you. Love on the people that really show you love. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you can't pour into something that you don't have. So when you show others if you love yourself, you show others how to show up for you. You show others how to love you as well. And so that's what's important. Self-care is the best care. Self-love is the best love. And the list goes on. Everything dealing with you. If you ain't right, you can't help nobody else. If you ain't right, you can't think straight. You can't make right decisions. It affects everything. And so I just want to be mindful of what I do and how I respond and how I show up for myself every day. That's in business, that's personally, financially, spiritually, in relationships, intimacy, friendships, whatever. Like, it's just so many ways, and it is so important to be mindful of how you pour back into yourself and how you show love to yourself. So those of you that's joining me tonight I'm talking about self-care. What's popping? I got to get my women back up here for Women Supported Women Wednesdays, but I also have to get the men in the chat. I got to get the men on the lives as well. It's just been crazy. But we find ways to make sure that we do what we need to do. So what's popping, G? What's going on? I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all support and your love. I have seen the orders. Thank y'all so much for ordering the book and t-shirts. I appreciate you guys for all your support, always following my journey. Like I said, this week is about self-care. It's about how I pour back into myself. And I want to hear from you guys. How do you pour back into yourself? How do you show yourself love? How do you show others love? And, how do you stay connected? How do you stay connected to your tribe? Relationships is reciprocal. It's give and take. So if you're the only one giving, then it's not a two-way. It's a one-way. And that's in every aspect. Personally, professionally, everything, okay? You have to have people around you that pour into you and that can help you and guide you and direct you. That's also a form of self-care, because how you treat yourself is how you allow and teach others how to treat you. And I refuse to let people treat me any kind of way. I refuse to let people, talk negatively to me or do me wrong. I am constantly encouraged to show up correctly and make sure that people that are around me show up correctly as well. And that's a part of self-care for me. So tonight, guys, Survivor Chats and Women Supported Women Wednesdays on Wednesdays. I'm going to bring another girl boss up here soon. I got to get my calendar together and get them back on roster. But I got some dope females coming down the pipeline that I'm going to be interviewing soon. But as always, guys, I would love to hear you guys' feedback. Make sure you drop your questions in the chat if you have any. And be sure to practice self-care, guys. It's the best care ever. You know, if you don't take care of yourself, who's going to take care of you? If you don't take care of your mind, who's going to take care of it? If you don't take care of your heart, who's going to take care of it? If you don't take care of your physical, who's going to take care of it? You get one temple, one time. Okay? So what are you going to do with your temple today? What are you going to do with what God has given you today? What are you going to do with everything that you have in this moment, in this second, this minute, this hour? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to waste it? Are you going to, stay angry or upset at people for what they have done to you or said to you? Or are you going to strap your bootstraps on and tie them up and do what you got to do? I encourage everyone out there to truly love yourself, to truly pour back into yourself, and to truly find your happy place. Truly find your true love. And that's within. As always, guys, Women Supported Women Wednesdays, Survivor Chats, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. right here on live on all social media platforms. I appreciate you guys following my journey. I love you guys. Thank you. I'm growing my hair out, G. I'm growing my hair. Next time y'all gonna see me, I'm gonna have some bundles. Give me some bundles next week. Get my life together. That's why I did that poll the other day. I am in a hair transition, y'all. I have I cut my hair 7 years ago when I was living in Atlanta, and I had not looked back. I had cut it real short, and I have letting it grow long, and then I cut it again. Like, I just go through stages. But I think this time I'm going to finally let it grow back long, and then I'm going to do some other stuff. I'm going to cut some of the hair or whatever, but right now we in the transition stage. So y'all bear with your sister while she, the blonde bombshell transitions to a 30-inch bundle girl. Okay, it's time for me to go back to the to about 10 years ago when I was wearing 30-inch bundles. But for real, y'all, y'all will see me next week with some bundles. Okay, if y'all know it's Labor Day, you gotta get cute. Gotta get ready for a vacay. It's definitely time for a vacay. It's definitely time to hit some water, see some water. Okay, I'm due. So it's important to do that. It's important to take the time to pour back into yourself and to love yourself. Like I said, tonight is about self-care. Tonight is all about loving yourself. Bust it down the middle part, okay? You already know. Look, it's been a minute since I've worn a sew-in, but it's time. It's time to bring the 613 bundles in, okay? And those of you that don't know that's the platinum blonde color. 613 is my color, okay? And so that's what we coming back with. This fool's stupid. Y'all gonna be Bianca next week, y'all. I'm gonna be a whole nother girl when y'all see me next week, okay? Y'all in these comments, y'all crazy. Listen, I'm gonna get my sew in. I'm gonna be cute, okay? Get me right, do a little change up real quick for the people, get the people what they want, But I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I sit up here and laugh at myself all day. Laughing is also another form of self-care. How I show love to myself is laughing and joking and just having a good time. And you don't need somebody to be around you to have a good time. You can do that by yourself. This fool. Gee, get out my page. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. I thank y'all so much for following this journey. It has not been an easy journey at all. But here we are. Look, I got a smile on my face. I have not allowed anything in life to defeat me. You talk about a girl from foster care, okay, that grew up, without her parents, was adopted, definitely, grew up in the church, biologically, and when I got with my foster mom, which is my cousin, and, just constantly kept God in the forefront of everything, and I continue to do that. But, it has not been an easy journey, you know, walking through domestic violence, walking through molestation, you know, walking through, you know, infidelity in relationships, feeling abandoned, not knowing what true love was because I didn't love myself. I took a little bit when I needed so much more. I deserved so much more. But when you know better, you do better. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you teach others. This is why I'm on this platform right now. It's because of my story. So it's so important to, you know, find your happy place, to be able to put a smile on your face. Not a superficial smile. Nothing fake. All real. You know, like I smile from within. I smile when I'm not even smiling. I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? So that is true, you know, a true testimony of what God can do and what God can do in your life when you trust him. And I'm not perfect by any means. None of us are. But how I got here is by his grace and by his protection. Make sure it's so tight just in case you get it. See what I'm talking about? This fool right here is crazy. Y'all read these comments. I can't say you. Nah, it's going to be tight. She got me. You know what I'm saying? Give me a couple bundles, it'll be good. But no, for real, y'all. Listen. You don't walk through ashes and not get burned. You know? But those burns is what represents, you know, survival. Those burns is what represent, you know, longevity and strength. And even though you can't physically see the burns, they are there. But that's also who makes us who we are. You know, the scars may go away. The pain that you see may go away, but it doesn't leave internally. And so that is why it's so important to practice self-care, to pour back into yourself. You can allow one situation to, you know, tear you apart or make you want to, you know, end your life. And that's not what it's about. It's about you walking and looking forward and moving forward. And the way you do that is to keep God in the forefront, to practice self-care. Practicing self-care is reactive, not proactive. Oh, it's proactive, not reactive, okay? We're trying to be ahead of the game, okay? We're not trying to deal with it when it happens. We're trying to deal with it prior. We want to do this. We want to to prevent crisis. So we prevent crisis by preparing for crisis. Because things are going to happen. Life is going to happen. But how we deal with it and how we walk in it and how we show up is what matters, you know? And the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is, with another part of self-care is listening. And you can't listen if you're talking. And I have learned to listen, to be quiet, to be silent. And doing that, I have been able to hear people more. I've been able to be present more. I've been able to hear my children more. I've been able to hear my employees more. And that's still a walk. You know, I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But that's how I walk. And that's how I can show up for myself. You know? So, I love you guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me tonight here for Survivor Chats at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays right here on IG. Appreciate you guys. And I hope and pray that you guys are practicing self-care just as much as I am. And this is a daily walk. I ain't messing with you. This is a daily walk and not a, you know, just from this second walk. This is literally something I do in life every day. You know, I show love to myself every day. Even if that means I got to ride in a car in silence. Even if that means I have to go walk the trail in silence. Sometimes I have music on. Typically I don't. More than likely I got a sermon on. I'm listening to something that is pouring into me, a motivational speech. Something that is encouraging of me, or a podcast. So that is important to me. What you sending me the eyes for? What? Y'all are cutting up tonight. I cannot. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to get off here. But until next week, next Wednesday, I'll be right back here for Survivor Chat. So Women Support Women Wednesdays. Like I said, I will be announcing some dope girl bosses soon. And I think I announced this. No, I didn't. I don't think I did announce it. So if you guys have not heard, I did post it on my story. I am speaking at Raleigh World event on September 30th in Raleigh at Dorothea Dix. What is it? Event space. It's outside. So make sure at Dorothea Dix Park. That's where it is. I'll be speaking September 30th at Raleigh World. So if you guys have not got your tickets, please do so. It's a free event. It is food, games, speakers, all of that. It's a couple different things, couple different activities. But it's a dope event locally. If you're locally in the Raleigh-Durham area, North Carolina, be sure to pull up September 30th for Raleigh World. Your girl will be speaking, yours truly. I'll have some merch. I'll have some books. So make sure you come out and support this local event and these dope artists, these dope vendors, these dope speakers that are in your community right here in the Raleigh-Durham area. And like I said, and if you're not local, look, pull up, you know. We love y'all too. We love y'all out of town. Y'all, but look, it's too many of y'all coming here though. Y'all really do need to move back. Traffic has been crazy here, okay? Let me just say that. Raleigh-Durham traffic has been crazy. Okay? You need a book for your race? I got you. Yes, and anybody that is in Virginia, they have the annual race, September. Gee, what's the dates? Make sure I put this up here too. It's a local race, a 5K race in Virginia. And Gene Strong Temple always hosted boxing gym in Virginia. That's a dope. The 23rd, September 23rd, they're having a 5K walk well, 5K race, I'm sorry. And I try my best to donate and support. I always definitely want to post. I post it up at the office. But it's so important to encourage and support one another. And that's what this is about. That's what this platform is about. And that's what everything that I do is about. Prizes, games. So you said prizes, 5K race, prizes, and like I said, come out and support. Go, and if you're in the Virginia area, go out and support the race on September 23rd. If you're in the Raleigh-Durham area, be sure to support Raleigh World September 30th. I will be there, and I will have books and merch. Come get your book signed. Come see your girl. Come take a pic. Got y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys for supporting my journey, for watching my page, and for continuing to follow I Survive. You can too on all platforms. Okay? www.aruthproctor.com and Amazon. Go get that. Share it with someone. Tell someone. I love y'all. Thank y'all for always supporting me. And until next week, peace.